morning and welcome. You're watching the CommexFX Daily Outlook for Friday, June 5th. The euro declined 0.71% against the US dollar and closed at 1.1189 after Greece postponed its debt repayment of 300 million euros to the IMF due on the 5th of June. It also announced that it will bundle all four of its payments totaling 1.6 billion euros and pay them all at the end of the month. The greenback traded on a stronger footing on the back of a better-than-expected initial jobless claims report. Separately, the IMF, in the unexpected move, has warned the US Fed to hold off from raising interest rates till the first half of 2016 until there are signs of pickup in wages and inflation. Additionally, the agency also downgraded the US economic growth forecast for 2015 from 3.1% to 2.5%, while projecting the nation to grow 3% in 2016. The pair is expected to find support at 1.1136, and a fall 3 could take it to the next support level of 1.1057. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 1.1337, and a rise 3 could take it to the next resistance level of 1.1459. Trading trends in the pair today are expected to be determined by the US unemployment claims coupled with non-farm payrolls data scheduled later today. The British pound rose 0.18% against the US dollar and closed at 1.5356. Yesterday, the Bank of England, in a widely expected move, kept its benchmark interest rates unchanged at an all-time low of 0.5%, maintaining it at this level since March 2009. Additionally, the central bank left the size of its asset purchases unchanged at £375 billion. The pair is expected to find support at 1.5296, and a fall 3 could take it to the next support level of 1.5230. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 1.5435, and a rise 3 could take it to the next resistance level of 1.5509. Meanwhile, Britain's Consumer Inflation Expectations Survey report, scheduled in a few hours, would grab significant market attention. The US dollar strengthened 0.09% against the Japanese yen and closed at 124.44. The pair is expected to find support at 123.90, and a fall 3 could take it to the next support level of 123.38. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 124.81, and a rise 3 could take it to the next resistance level of 125.21. Meanwhile, Japan's annualized first quarter GDP data, scheduled over the weekend, would keep investors on their toes. The Australian dollar weakened 1.27% against the US dollar to close at 0.7678. Earlier today, data showed that Australia's AIG Performance of Construction Index rose to 47.8 in May, compared to a level of 47.0 in the preceding month. The pair is expected to find support at 0.7652, and a fall 3 could take it to the next support level of 0.7607. The pair is expected to find its first resistance at 0.7753, and a rise 3 could take it to the next resistance level of 0.7810. Going forward, investors would closely monitor the RBA Governor Glenn Stevens' speech scheduled next week for further cues. Gold prices traded lower by 0.76% against the US dollar at $1176.20 per ounce after US initial jobless claims rose less than expected, thus raising expectations that the Fed's interest rate hike should come in its September meeting. The pair is expected to find support at 1170.93, and a fall 3 could take it to the next support level of 1164.56. The pair is expected to find first resistance at 1185.13, and a rise 3 could take it to the next resistance level of 1192.96. For an insightful analysis on last week's market trends, please feel free to visit our website www.commexfx.com. Stay in the know by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter and Instagram, circling us on Google+, and of course, subscribing to our YouTube and CommexFX TV channels. Have a great trading day!